executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will get first crack at it today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep them block out all the noise.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
To the air, it's Bryant. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Appalachian State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. He's got it.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Eagles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Find some fresh air. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And the ball squirted out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short
Those are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Pulls it, fired complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. Got enough for the first. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going to ride this running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Swan. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A lot of field in front of them, possession from their own 20. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's held. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Gibbs. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Miami endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle, it's Stroman. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Line getting set on second down. Handoff from the gun. Spins away from one. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air, it's Swan. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On third down, going up top. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of
He hurls one deep down the left side. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Roberts. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Swan. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stroman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. On target to the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. QB draw. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And that one will give him the lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This drive will open from the 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. The short hands, it's Dallas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bryant. With the catch, it's Brown. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He makes a grab, and he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Sends it downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick.
Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off.
Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He'll take another shot here. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He'll keep it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know.